We're here in Manila, the capital city of the Philippines, and a city with around 3.1 million homeless people. That's a staggering 35% of Manila's total population living on the streets or in the slums. That is the highest estimated rate of homelessness of any city in the world. Tondo is Manila's largest slum and is home to over 600,000 people. Today, we will be entering the Tondo slums to a place known as Happyland, which is the poorest slum in Manila and is where around 20,000 people survive amongst the rubbish. Join us as we gain unprecedented access into the daily lives of these people, see how they survive and learn about the desperate lengths they will go to just to put food on the table here in one of the poorest places on earth, Happyland. Here we go, into the slums. She's told us, make sure you hold onto your camera or your phone tightly so nobody can grab it. Make sure your bag's always in front of you. And don't give anybody any money, because as soon as you give one person money, everybody will just hound you. This is not something that is safe to do alone. We have hired police following us, so it's all going to be pretty safe. But yeah, here we go. So we're just going into Happyland now. Happyland is not quite as happy as it sounds. The name originates from the word Happyland, H-A-P-I-L-A-N, which is basically the name of a dump site. But because everybody has to live here, they renamed it Happyland to make people feel as though they're in a happy place and the people there can feel happy in their happy community. And this is the scrapyard. A lot of people in the slums will scavenge, try and collect things like tyres, plastics, metals, and come to the scrapyard here, get it all sorted and get paid for it. On average, they earn about 300 pesos per day, which averages out to about £4 a day. And they've got to try and feed 10 people with that. So you can imagine how difficult that must be. They grab old car tyres, and then here they will melt them down and create things like Wellington boots, shoes, trainers, flower boxes, anything you can think of really. They will melt these tyres down and make something out of it to sell on, to try and earn some money. Now water, obviously something we take for granted, is extremely expensive. These people cannot afford water here, so what the government do is they'll give them a leaky pipe. So the pipe will come out of the ground with a leak, and that is where the community must go if they want to wash their clothes, wash their bodies. They don't drink that water, but that is where they have to go to clean all their clothes, to wash their bodies. They get a leak in the floor. That's how they get their water for anything other than drinking. It's mad. What an absolute contrast to the way we live. There are 20,000 residents here in Happyland, not including the children, and each family has anywhere from 5 to 7 children, and they rent out these little rooms for 1,500 pesos a month. It is the cheapest accommodation in the city. And who does that money go to? Well, back in the day, the government gave out these plots of land. People built their little plots on there, a little room, and then they saw that as their land. They built their own little accommodation there, and then they rent that out to whoever needs to live there on that plot of land with them. So you could have about 7 people living in that little room there. One room. Wi-Fi, another thing that we kind of take for granted, is expensive here. So they have these Wi-Fi stations, which gives you 2 hours of Wi-Fi for 5 pesos. You just come here with your coin, you put that in, and you get Wi-Fi on your phone for 2 hours. They also have these, it's like a little gaming station for kids, or they want to watch YouTube or something. They only have to put 1 peso in to get 6 minutes of screen time. Now the issue with these Wi-Fi boxes is it opens the people up. Hello! Oh, Fucking made me jump. The dark side of having these Wi-Fi boxes, and the problem is that it opens the people up to the internet. And unfortunately, a way to make money online is through putting your children on there. Yeah, that is unfortunately turned the Philippines into the epicenter of online child abuse. Unfortunately, it is a surefire way for parents to make money, is to put their children online. So, it just shows how desperate these people really are to get food, to get money, to survive. Yeah, it's fucking probably the darkest thing we're going to hear about today.
So here, this is the pag store also. All this chicken is in that area.
Right.
Okay? This is chicken adobo. So cheaper because you can buy only 20 pesos. And you can eat your breakfast, lunch for only 20 pesos.
So that bag is 20 pesos?
20 pesos.
Okay. Recycled food?
Yes,
Yep.
it's from there.
Yep, okay.
From the
Oh,
garbage.
yep, okay. Right, so it's chicken adobo, and what's this one?
Fried chicken.
Oh, okay, right,
They
yeah.
also fried it again. You want to try?
No,
It's
I think
from there.
pag might be out of my comfort zone. I'm a bit
Even though young
scared.
children eat pag.
I think pag is, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to eat pag, man.
They used to be.
I feel like I should. I feel like I should,
don't
but
have a
I'm
strong
just,
stomach.
yeah, my stomach is not strong enough.
And every day, all pag is
So this is how pag's made. They scavenge all the meat from the rubbish, get it in bags. This lady here buys it, cleans it, fries it up, and sells it on. That's how a lot of people get their food here. Pag. Wow. Yeah. Hello. You like the pag? And there you have it, kindergarten of Happyland. They have a deal here where if you want the foundation to help support your family, all your children must be in school, and it's free. School is free up until what age? Sorry,
high school.
until high school. Okay, cool. So yeah, you get your schooling education. Your children will get their education for free until high school. And you can only be part of the foundation to support your family if your children are all in school. So that's a pretty good thing they've got set up, at least they're getting an education. I found exactly where I would stay if I lived here. I'd be in here all the time, look at this. How cool is this? Hello guys!
Hello!
Look at that. Hey bro! 10 pesos for 1 hour to play in there. I'd be out getting 10 pesos off people. As soon as I get 10 pesos, mate, I'll be in there. That would be literally where I'd live. My family wouldn't get any support because I wouldn't be going to school. And if the water source is too far away, they have these blue pipes running through the slums, and you can tap into that, but you have to pay the government, and then you get a slow run of water, and you can sell that to other residents for 5 pesos per bucket. Now, if you're somebody here who collects plastic, you would need to collect 2.5 kilos of plastic to pay for 1 bucket of water. And that water is not drinking water straight out of the pipes. You would need to boil that water and then take the risk. So if you look closely, they look like little plastic bags attached onto long strings of plastic And that's their decorations for a festival that happened last week. Wow. Take your wrap, bro. You didn't even take it. Oh, it's alright, guys.
Here is really dark. But the people who live here, are they like staying here or are they coming also to the outside?
I also came outside. I have a job outside. Yeah, if you wash like this, it's not automatic. So you need to wash again in the water. Watch out, a lot of food here. So you need to watch your step.
From human or from
From dog. Human is in the room.
Oh, got all the cocks in here. Ready to go.
The girls don't get always fight to the death,
Yeah.
and then they get eaten.
Cockfighting is a huge thing in here.
They put some vitamins and
Look at this one. This is a big one.
Food for so that the rooster become strong and good for fighting.
how long are they living?
Because if they are winning, they have also a champion.
A
fighter
champion.
in a big arena. And she can,
Apparently that is the winning rooster. The big one. To give him some vitamins to make him the big strong one. The cocks will always fight to the death. And whoever dies gets eaten up. Here you go. The training ground for the roosters. There's a big one as well. Lazy.
so we're going out here and we go to Smoky Mountain.
Okay. The cheapest way to get around here is in one of these.
Kasha daw. Dalawa sa una, kayo na lang, dalawa.
Somebody in the front?
What?
Yeah, I'll go in the front. Yeah, come on, mate. Let's get fun. Hello. A jeepney. You can fit about 14 people on here. We're at maximum capacity right now. The jeepney. 13 pesos per person. How far are we going?
I don't know.
I'll pay the man. Here you go, sir.
Bayad ko. Say bayad ko.
Bayad ko.
Bayad ko.
Was that not right?
Bayad ko. Bayad ko.
Bayad ko.
Bayad.
Bayad ko. Right.
Bayad pangit.
I still don't know it.
Isn't it funny though, whenever you try to speak the language, people always laugh when you feel pronunciation.
I know, they always laugh at me.
Let's see, we're getting off. If you want to step, say para.
So let's start.
A short jeepney ride down the road and we come to the coast of Manila. A place where they used to fish, where the people here would get their food and that from the ocean. But as the government decided to start dumping the trash in a huge heap we're going to go and look at just in a minute, it polluted the waters, the fish left, and the people had to find other ways to make money. We'll get more to that in a bit. But the people here decided to stay near this area, and this is how they survive. They decided to take refuge here under the bridge, and it kind of has expanded. It has expanded since then into what you see here. Places on stilts to extend the walkway out. Yeah, wow, what a way to live, man. So you guys always telling me, oh, you should see how other people live in the world. It's not so bad for you, in like some bid to make me feel better about a poor place I'm in, but it's not really making me feel better, to be completely honest with you. Obviously, it should go without saying, but it doesn't smell too nice around here or in Happyland, but this is particularly bad. The smell of sewage is ripe in the air. See how they're living under the bridge here? They've hung it all from underneath the bridge over the water. 16 families live in this bit here. So we're going to go and have a look inside now, see what sort of conditions these people live in. We've got the walkway there over to those rooms. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, wherever you are. I can't see a bloody thing. Hello. Hello. So the rooms go through here. The washing hanging up. The man's doing his washing here. Wow. And then they've got a room up there as well. Wow. Let's look at the floor situation.
The residents here, they also experience flooded when we have typhoon. So
The
if
rubbish
they
here.
have flooded, because sometimes the water.
And if you imagine living in this is not bad enough, imagine living in there during typhoon season, liable to flooding and all sorts. Imagine that.
Up to here. So sometimes the garbage also
Jesus.
came there.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of a.
So they're all.
I actually wasn't expecting it to be this
plastic,
bad.
So they put some heavy materials.
Maybe. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Tingnan nila ako kilala eh.
Ha?
Tingnan nila ako kilala.
Mga pamangkin mo?
Oo.
Hi.
Ay.
Pinday. Ano ko na rin? Wala ka pwede pag sinumit kayo.
These old speakers here. You see this mountain behind me? That's not just a mountain. That is a mountain of trash. Rubbish that polluted the sea and the rivers. The residents asked if they could stop putting rubbish here because they obviously have to live here. It's where they get their food and their money. And instead of removing the garbage and moving it elsewhere, they gave them a topsoil to put over the top, and it's just made it look like a mountain instead of the garbage, so they can grow things in the soil, and you can see that plants have grown out of it. But the main substance of that mountain is trash. And you can see how people are living just on the edges of it here still today. So you see this all just looks like a normal mountain, a normal natural mountain. But this, what we're walking on, is all trash with a topsoil on it. Hello. Whoa. Hi, hi. Hi, hi,
Yeah.
hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Christ, it doesn't smell good up here, man. It smells awful. People live up here. It's crazy. Now it smells awful. It's probably the worst yet. It's worse than the river. See how they're growing their vegetables here. All right, that was raw.
That was raw.
What are your thoughts after? What are your thoughts and feelings after experiencing that, Natalia?
How did it make me feel? It of course made me feel sad. Just I can't believe that people live like that in the 21st century, you know? Like the fact that they don't have access to like water, to food, to
Wi-Fi.
it's like clean environment. Yeah, the only thing that they have access to is Wi-Fi and electricity that they nick from their neighbours. It's sad.
Well, me and I'm sure a few of my friends would agree that as long as you have
That's
Wi-Fi,
important.
as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can
You're
survive.
fine. No, but despite that, the people were so happy, weren't they? Smiley, happy.
Yeah, they were.
Welcoming.
They were, but the person who we had show us around, basically she is part of an organisation that basically helps the people. So the money you put in goes to a foundation that supports the local community and basically helps out the families there, as long as they are putting the children in school and sticking to the law, you know. So they're happy and friendly with you and happy for you to walk around because they know that that is where a large source of support is coming from. So I think if you went in there on your own, I think it would be a different experience.
Yeah.
I would not recommend anyone to go in there on your own.
I never felt in danger, but
No, not
I think it's because we were with her.
right now. I don't know if you. No.
I feared my life.
The thing is, it's very tight. It would probably be quite easy to get lost in there. It's there's a lot of people in such a small area, and I think if you went in there with valuable items around people that are so desperate, they're backed into a corner, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You've got to be careful. So I would not recommend going in there without some sort of guide. If you want to go in there, if you're coming to Manila and you want to go and see how these people are living, that's 35% of this city's whole population is living like that. Like, that's insane. That is an insane amount of people. It's the biggest homeless population in the whole world in one city. So if it's something you want to go and see and support, Smoky Tours is who we did it through. You have to email them to inquire about a tour, and they do them. They do them at either 9 AM or 1 or 2 PM.
1 PM.
Yeah.
9 AM, 1 PM.
9 AM or 1 PM. So yeah, that was dark. That was raw. That was pretty much everything I expected it to be, but maybe nothing really could compare me for the smells.
Yeah,
Some
the
of
smells are bad.
Some of it, the smells were awful, and to think people are living in that 24/7. I suppose after a while you won't even smell it anymore. But
Yeah.
walking straight in there, man, that was a bit raw. And the pag.
Yeah, the pag.
That was.
You were contemplating eating some. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you.
I was tempted to try some.
You're
Thing is, I'm looking around and there's 35% of this city's population is living on pag, so it's not going to kill me. But,
Yeah, but you're a Westerner. You don't have the same microbiome as these people. Like they.
Yeah, but how do I get that
You
microbiome?
wash your hands after you take a shit. They don't, and
How
then
do
they eat with the same. Like they've got an immune system still.
How do I get that micro? I don't know. Doesn't
Roll
matter.
around
You
the
went on and on and on. I can't even say that anymore. If I didn't have so much coming up, I probably would have tried it. If I was going home soon, I probably would have tried it. But the thought of getting really that sick with all this stuff coming up, is it possible? I can't do it. And if you want to keep up with all the sort of stuff we're getting up to over the next few months and few years, hit the subscribe button. I try and do videos every week, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but we're always about. Yeah, suppose I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye, much love, thank you for watching.